Hello, this is Mr. White, and this is the second classification PowerPoint. Cellular organization information. Cells are the smallest unit of life. Cells make up tissues. Tissues make up organs, and groups of organs that work together make up organ systems. And as I read through this, when you go through it, you should probably watch the videos that are included here. There'll be a lot of help and give you some extra information. Multicellular versus unicellular organisms. Multi means multiple, whereas uni means one. Therefore, multicellular means multiple cells, and unicellular means one cell. We will learn more about unicellular and multicellular classification with taxonomy. Here's a review of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. So taxonomy is a system of classification that is used to identify and name organisms. Carolus Linnaeus developed the system of taxonomy that we use today. Organisms are classified with the following method. They start at the broadest level, domain, and move to more specific levels: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. For example, for humans, us, we start at the broadest level in the domain Eukarya, move to the kingdom Animalia, the phylum Chordata, the class Mammalia, the order Primates, the family Hominae, and the genus Homo, and species Sapiens, making us Homo sapiens. Every organism has a genus and species name. It is always written with the genus name capitalized and the species name lowercase, and usually in italics. The three broad domains are archaea. This would be bacteria that are prokaryotic and unicellular. Bacteria, which would be bacteria that's prokaryotic and unicellular. Eukarya, which is all other organisms, eukaryotic, unicellular, and multicellular. Under each domain, there are kingdoms. Archaebacteria are the extreme bacteria. Eubacteria are common bacteria. Protista are unicellular. Fungi are multicellular. Plantae is multicellular, and Animalia is multicellular. So here it wants you to match the species with their correct kingdom here. So for example, this first one is unicellular. It lives in extreme environments. This would be our archaebacteria, or ancient bacteria, because they only survive in those extreme environments like existed in ancient times before the earth was fully formed like it is today. Although they're still around, they live in places like volcanic hot springs and places you wouldn't expect anything to live. Next, we have some mushrooms here. They're multicellular, they're heterotrophs. These would be in the kingdom fungi. Then here you have a unicellular organism that primarily lives in water, has eukaryotic cells. This would be protista. This is stuff like protist. You'll see them sort of swimming around in pond water if you ever get any of that. Then we have a multicellular with many species. They're autotrophs, so they make their own food. You can see this is like the leaf of a fern. This would be a plant. It would be in the Plantae kingdom. And we have this unicellular common bacteria, stuff such as E. coli. So this would be our eubacteria. There's a lot of bacteria. That's why they have two of their own kingdoms. And then last, we have this lion. He's a multicellular organism. This is one of the largest kingdoms, and he's a heterotroph. And he's an animal. He goes in the kingdom Animalia. So now, how to use a dichotomous key. Dichotomous keys are used to classify and sort organisms. They're used primarily to help with identification. When using a dichotomous key, always start at step number 1. Then, following the instructions as you move through the key, match each segment choice with your organism in order to correctly identify it. And so the practice, you have this candy dichotomous key, which you will have a separate Google form that you'll fill out for this. And I've made a video where I walk through 2 of these if you're having any trouble.